Hey folks, welcome along. We're going to do a muff shootout today. A bit of Dazatronyx action.
Shootout.
Yes. Cowboy here. And yeah, a bunch of muffs.
Yes.
Style of muffs.
So these are all made by Darron at Dazatronyx, and they're all different style of muffs. And we just thought, let's just do a video for us as well, but for you as well, for all of us, to see what the difference between them all is. So we have, from left to right, we have the big fuzz with 3 eyes. We have the big fuzz with only 1 eye. We have the TP440 ink top, or transistor.
Yep.
We've got the Black Russian, and we've got the Ram's head. Now, and I've got it written down because I never remember this sort of stuff. The big fuzz is a modern fuzz with high gain. So they're all based on Big Muff, but this is sort of a modern variant.
Yep.
They all have mid controls too, I should mention. The big fuzz is basically the same as this, but with super duper fancy hand wiring, and there'll be a picture of the inside of this so you can see it. This is based on the tall font Russian Big Muff. This is based on the bubble font, so tall bubble, and this is the Ram's head. All slightly different variations, different tones, different whatnot, but we'll find it out. They all have 4 controls, volume, tone, and sustain, and mid. So sustain is the gain, but they all have a mid control as well. This one has got a switch, so you can go to a tone bender, 73 tone bender, which this is as well there. We won't do that, we're just staying on the Big Muff.
Big Muff land.
Big Muff land.
Yeah.
So let's just try and see what the difference is. It's just, everything is at 12 o'clock, roughly.
Very cool.
Plug it in, see what it does, and then fiddle with some knobs and some different guitars. If there's anything in particular you want to see, let us know in the comments below as well. And this is all provided by Darron and Dazatronyx. So, yes, keep those tinfoil hats on. Setup.
Right, so we're going to check it out with some guitars and through a Mozztronics Amp Switcher, a Cherry Tone OTS Mini 20, and a 2-nose Torpedo Captor X.
With a blue light.
Blue light, apparently. And a good Les Paul.
It's blue. It's there. That light is blue there.
So?
The light there is blue.
Wow.
There.
Distracted by shiny things again.
No, that's where it is. Just showing. That's the Captor X.
There's a shiny thing. Squirrel.
That guy.
Les Paul, clean.
Now, do you want to go right to left or left to right?
Let's go that one, then that one.
No, right to left or left to right?
That one.
Okay. First impressions.
Ooh. They're quite different, aren't they?
Yeah. So to me, that one's much brighter.
I feel like that's
less gainy.
Middle of the road tone-wise, like Brighter City. This
Okay,
is
Brighter City.
darker, that's brighter. These are kind of somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. Well, these two, to me, have definitely more mids. They seem more mid-forward. That one is... Those two are probably the two fattest Faticity.
Sure.
Okay, should we now try? Okay, let's keep going. Do you want more gain or less gain?
Yeah, bump it up.
Bump it up.
I might go to a neck pickup.
So let's start here again. Let's go to sort of about 3/4 up.
Yo.
And I'll noodle around with the tone and the mids as well now a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So just to see what it does. So off you go. Okay, more gain or sustain, first impression.
There's less difference when there's more gain, I feel.
I still think that one's brighter. Maybe more... to me, this one and maybe that one, they're the least... They're fuzz, but a different sort of fuzz. It's not that super creamy...
Like more distortion than
more
fuzz.
distortion-y, maybe more like a ratty kind of sound.
Yeah.
If that, not necessarily a rat, but it's harsher. These three are smoother. They have that violinish thing, which I think what the Big Muff is kind of meant for.
Cool.
If you had to pick one now, one of them, which one would be your favorite?
Well, out of the two big ones.
Yeah, probably me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Should we now try? Let's try quickly, and then we'll swap guitars. Let's try a lower gain setting. So go maybe to about sort of
I feel like it'll
9 o'clock.
be more evident with lower gain.
Okay. So let's start here again. So lower gain, which one was your favourite?
That was pretty cool, but I like the blue fella.
To me, lower gain, those two. I thought that sounded great, actually, with the lower gain.
Yeah.
These are almost a little bit too dark, even though the tone's just about all the way up.
Yeah.
That one sounded good, but that really I thought with a lower gain. Let's try now.
That's my pick there. Blue.
Let's try with low tunings, because I mean a lot of people use low tunings or bass even, when they use big muffs. So this is my J Mascis Squire Jazzmaster, and there's a playlist for it up here with a tough set bridge and I think my favourite Jazzmaster pickup at the moment, the Mad Love Travis Bean style in a Jazzmaster single coil kind of thing, and it's in B standard tuning and clean. It sounds like this. So let's do the same settings first. More aggressive, that one. Those two for this. That one, the mid-range is quite different.
These two are, mid-range are quite different.
Mid-range is quite different on that.
I like the mids on this.
Yeah, that does sound good. But again, to me, that's more, and I think that's the Ram's Head thing anyway. It's the least big muffy. It's a more angrier. Because I guess the big muff isn't meant to be. It's meant to be like that sort of violin-like smooth fuzz.
Sure.
Whereas this is angrier, grumpier. It's the ram, he's like, don't come into my territory. I'm going to ram you.
Ram? Yep. Look
this
out.
one's probably the most aggressive.
Yep, definitely.
That one's the fattest. Those two are really fat. They sound good. Those two, they sound very, very good. Now let's gain it up. Let's do low tuning, but gained up. Again, that's the least gain.
Yep.
That one sounded great, I thought.
It's tough, eh?
Those two. I think, to me, all up, the two Russians and that one, that's sort of my favorites. This one's, it has an interesting character, though. It's sort of a... I think this one would work really well, maybe with other pedals. It's one of those, let's use it together with something else.
Friendlier.
But that is big. Maybe a little bit more definition. That one's just very raw. This one's a bit more. I think that one or the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, if you had to pick one as a big muff to put on your board, which one would you pick? I think I know which one you would pick.
I honorary mentioned this one for being like wall of sound.
Yeah.
Tough, but the big one.
Yeah.
Has this like three-dimensional thing this way, not just width of noise.
So from what I gather, these two are meant to be the same sort of circuit. This just uses, I guess, maybe higher end components.
Sure.
And it's all point-to-point, hand-wired, hand-done. I mean, Darron does amazing stuff.
Yep.
Maybe I'll show a group photo of all the internals, like a nude shot.
Class photo.
Nude class photo.
Different.
I mean, it all looks really nice. It all looks. I mean, his stuff looks amazing inside. But this is just another level of insanity. And I think this one, and there's a couple of others that he does. I think he does the rat one as well, where he does all that. I think it takes him a long time to do it because the way it's wired and everything it takes quite a long time. But so I believe these two are meant to be the same, just maybe better components and all hand wired. They do sound a bit different. So to me, this is probably all round maybe the best one.
Yep.
Even though to me low tunings, there's probably a reason why bass players and low tuning people use the Russian muffs.
Yep.
Because they do have that wall of sound fatness. This is probably the most modern sounding one.
Yep.
And this is probably the least muff sounding one, but still interesting.
Yeah, definitely has a cool character, mid-range, whatever you want to call it.
That's just me. But yeah, I think...
I could see you picking that one out of the lineup, though.
Well, yeah, it depends on, I guess, the guitar and what you do.
Yeah.
One of those two or that one. That's sort of what I would go for. But I do like these. That one has maybe more definition. That one's a bit more in your face. Depends on what you want for the gig.
What do you think? Thoughts?
Yeah, interesting to just have them all next to each other because we've never done this before either. So it's interesting for us to see what how they sound different. And I know there's entire websites based to the actual big muffs and all the many different variations and incarnations of them. So these are all as far as I know, currently all the Dazatronyx ones that are available. Links to everything below, of course, as always. So yeah, let us know what your thoughts are. Which one did you like best? Which one would you pick for low tuning or for the humbucker guitar? We didn't do single coils, but if there's anything else in particular you want us to do, let us know in the comments below. We can do more videos with this. This is kind of fun to do for us as well. So
yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, big thank you to Darron, the absolutely awesome Darron, for sending all these pedals out to us. And I'm going to put up a playlist of all the Dazatronyx stuff here, and you should watch it. Bye.